Hello, hello, hello. My name is Fiona, and I'm so very glad that you are here and that we are doing this together. When was the last time you listened to yourself or had someone else listen to you to dive in and find out exactly what you are, who you are, and what you're thinking, what you're doing, and what your soul is saying to you? So, today, in the 14 days to manifest your business and career with soul guidance, we're going to dive into the wisdom that is within you. It is an incredible energy source, and it is a chance to see something that you haven't seen or heard for a very, very, very long time. We're going to understand who you are, what you're resisting, and what needs to be said, what your business or your career is wanting to say to you. We're going to be asking questions, and you're going to be slowing the heck down so that you can actually start to listen. This is the whole point of receiving divine guidance. Your body may get in the way. Your body, however, knows the answers. It is your mind that is in the way, thinking, oh, I want to know how to do this. I want to know how to access this. And you're staying in your mind over and over and over again. So if you want full access, you have to know that life and energy and your business, there's wisdom in everything. There's wisdom in the earth. There's wisdom in your house. There's wisdom in your business. There's wisdom that comes through your body. That is your intuition. So if you're open to it, we're going to tap into some of that today. You will notice that I'm talking slower. I've been in a huge meditation this morning and had lots of information come through for myself and for one of my clients that I was doing a reading for. So we're going to tap into that wisdom and we're going to see what wants to present itself. That will be your task today, as well as the tasks for the last couple of days. But I'm so thrilled that I get to open you up and have you discover what you can discover for yourself. This is not for your mind. This is for your body, your cells. The information that comes through, it's from your soul. It is your body wisdom that is coming through. So if you'd like to receive more, there is an opportunity to receive more. On a monthly basis, I do hot seat calls within my membership. And within my movement, let's just say it like that, it's not a course, it's a movement, because you need to start moving towards using your own intuition. And this is what happened for me this morning when I decided not to fight my own information, my own intuition coming through. The world, your life, your business, your relationships, they are like this roundabout, this merry-go-round, this treadmill, this hamster wheel that we're on all the damn time. I was shown to stop, slow down, pause, show what was needing to come through, and ask, what is my soul asking me in this very moment? So when you allow yourself to slow down, so remember the first meditation that you did, always coming back to you. What is your soul wanting to show you at this moment? So at that moment, my eyes went out to the outside and there was a blackbird in my garden. I was like, there's got to be a message in there somewhere. Got to be a message in the blackbird. So I looked up the message for blackbird, but I kind of knew. I love the blackbird song. I love, the fact that they have this stark yellow beak and they're black, black, black feathers. But their song is so beautiful. And what came through, basically, through my intuition was to look at this bird, look it up, and just take note. Yeah, I'm about to face some changes. Find your own voice is one of the messages from the blackbird. Trust your intuition. Funny that. And transformation. This journey of the art of manifesting your business, your career, your relationships, your health with divine guidance is not a race. It is a way of living. It is the way that you get to act to everything. How is information showing up for you? What would be the best thing for you to do? Is it a yes? Is it a no? I've already shown you that in one of the videos. Is it coming through as a yes for you? Is it coming through as a no for you? If you haven't had time to put a lot of this into play, sometimes you need your hand held. You need somebody to accompany you, to allow you to do all of those things so that you can catch up with your soul. You see, your soul already knows. Your soul absolutely already knows. So my part in your experience is to help you know to stop being a 3D human in every single thing that you do and allow your soul to come on board and help you. So if you're caught up in all the effort to succeed and get things done, you've kind of lost sight of why you're here. You've lost sight of the God in you. You've lost sight, you want to call it the goddess, but your soul. You've lost sight of the soul journey. So there's a band of women across the globe who were born at this particular time because they know that they are meant for more. There's information coming through them that they matter more than they ever were told that they matter. And the point is that you get to be in connection with your soul so that you can match yourself vibration by vibration so that you can start to be the woman that you came here to be. And I don't mean in 3D, business, success, money, all the rest of it. It's like building that strong relationship with yourself is absolutely imperative so that you feel so strong on the inside that you can turn up anywhere and you're like, this is who I am. And then at any time you can say, okay, what do I think about that? What do I feel about that? What's the information coming through for me? One of the things that's been coming through for me very, very powerfully is to create call it a retreat, a love hotel, an experience so that you slow the heck down, you stop, you pause, you get off the world, you become utopia. You are from this world, living on this world, but you're looking at it from a different perspective. You're looking down on the world and kind of going, that's what that's all about. It's a silent retreat. It's just really, really understanding the energy. So we are transmitting, we're doing soul to soul communication. We are releasing a lot of the stuff that doesn't work for us anymore. We are doing an exorcism of so many patterns and everything else over the time that we spend together. And it's like really tapping into reaching the parts of yourself that no one else has had you reach before, meaning your soul. Meaning that this is where you stand, this is who you are, and this is what you stand for. Your soul onboarding, the most beautiful journey ever, when you know yourself as your soul and you trust that relationship. So what questions have you got for your soul? Your task today is to slow the heck down and ask the questions that need to be asked. But what would you ask? So we tried this the other day, and you need to ask the questions that you need to ask. What would you ask? What is my purpose, my mission? What is my next phase? Please show me what I can handle. Please show me what's in the way. I don't know how to do this. Please show me how. And then wait for the information to come through. Somebody might ask, where are my clients? Where do I need to be? Maybe you don't need to be anywhere. Maybe your answer would come back, well, just be the person who has those clients already. Just be the person who has that opportunity already. So we start using the energy of magic. You are already there. You're already in the life that has everything working out really, really well for you. It's a very, very different way to live than trying to work everything out with your head. Your mind doesn't always need to understand all of this. If you knew that you were supported and that you had access to your soul, to information, to guidance, and this is what we're talking about here, like how can you ask the questions so that you're in a state where you can actually receive information coming through? And you can start jotting down the information that comes through, the images that come through, and kind of know that that was your guidance. That's what I'm to create. That's what I'm here to be. That's what I'm to bring into the world. That's me being one of the many women across the globe doing something much bigger than me, being a pioneer, being a leader in your own field. Maybe you want to ask a question, what is it that I need to do? Who are my ideal clients? Where are my ideal opportunities so that I get paid? So that I get paid handsomely. Again, that is a 3D issue, but we need to ask it into the field. We need to ask it into the soul. And you wait for the information to come back. And it can take a little while to decipher it. Sometimes it can come straight through as a message. Sometimes it can come through as an image. Another thing that I was asked to share with you today. So this might be a little bit quirky and a little bit difficult to understand, a little bit difficult to hear. So one of the things that I was asked to share with you today was to do with your getting information, getting divine guidance from your soul so that you can manifest and reach your goals. If you're only asking for answers, for guidance, when you're up against the wall, when things are a little bit hairy, when things are a little bit scary, your soul's more than likely going to ignore you. A lot of people think that they can only ask guidance when they're like, oh my God, please, 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 please. I'm in such a state, I need an answer. And you might get guidance, you might get answers coming through at those points. But if you haven't built up a relationship with that part of yourself, if you haven't built up a strong relationship with yourself, a strong, trusting relationship with the information that's coming through, then your soul is more likely going to ignore you. And she's just going to be like, I'm your best friend. Why would you ignore me? So if you feel that you haven't been spending very much time with your CEO, with your manager, or your best friend, with your business manager, whatever you want to call her, then this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to go deeper, to listen. If you want to receive more, there is an opportunity to dive into the membership that I run on a monthly basis so that you can start to get guidance from me through your soul. I listen to the soul and I listen to your spirit of your business or your career, and we'll get the answers. And if you want to learn how to do that yourself, how to slow down, get out of your own way, we can do that in the membership, in the movement. I call it kind of your Midas touch, like you've got practical magic. It's like, oh, I got guidance today. I understand exactly what I need to do. That is just the best feeling ever. Or you can join me. You can come and stay with me for a while, for a long weekend or a week, and we will just clean up your conduit. We'll understand exactly where you're coming from, what needs to get out of the way, how you need to slow down and shut the heck up. One of the messages that came through from my soul and my guides when I was asking, you need to speak louder. You need to speak louder. I can't hear what you're saying. Please speak louder. Like, I can't hear you. The message that came through to me, and no word of a lie, was shut up then. Because I'm an overthinker and I'm an overdoer. And I needed to get out of my own way. I needed to be silent for an hour a day. I needed to go and sit by a tree by the river and not have any questions, not have any pencils or phones or notepads or anything. I didn't even take the dogs with me after a while. I was like, no, I need this silence. That is the best thing. The best thing that you can do for yourself is be silent. And if that's something that really calls to you and you just can't do it on your own, then come and stay with me. Put a tent in the garden. Stay in the studio. Stay with me. We'll find you somewhere to stay, and every single day we'll have silent time. You'll dive in deeper than you've ever gone before. And you'll understand exactly how your soul works, what your soul wants to say to you, what your guides want to say to you. You will get guidance by the end of the week. You'll understand. Your conduit will be clear. Your head will be clear because you'll have stepped out of your own way. And that is the most beautiful thing that can ever happen to anyone, is finding out exactly who they are. And when your soul comes through, when she's on board and she's speaking to you, Beautiful. So your task today, questions to your soul. What questions do you have for your soul? I will put some of them in the messenger. I have some here that are absolutely priceless, if I can find them. I'll put them in the message anyway. There's a whole bunch of questions that you can ask to your soul. What is the new story of my life, the one that's just unfolding? Are there any stereotypes that are keeping me imprisoned and asleep? What in life most inspires me? How is it that I have lost my way, my map? How do I fall back in love with life? Have my heart rejoicing? Wait for the answers if you ask these questions. What is my business trying to show me? What are the messages that are coming through that I'm not seeing? What signs have I been missing that my soul is bringing to my attention? And listen. What am I prepared to give to my path, to my mission, to my soul work? So many questions. What do I truly want from following my spiritual path? What is my relationship with myself that shows up in all relationships? In my finances, in my health, in my business, in my family, in my partner, and my friends. How do I open my eyes that I think are already open? How do I heal from this grief through realization? And so many more. That is your task today, to start listening to your soul, asking the questions to your soul, not necessarily just about your business, but about you, building that strong relationship with your business. Remember, if you only ever ask for guidance and help, save me, my soul, give me answers. Have that conversation with God. Have that conversation with yourself. And ask the questions and listen and receive the answers. And let me know what comes up. See you tomorrow.